Ha! All right, y'all. Good up back again. Once again, let's lock in. Shout out to the IPA. No more fillers. Links for all my guest stuff listed in the links in the description there below. Ladies and gentlemen, roughly about, I want to say sometime last year or the year before, we did a live stream. I'm going to try to find a link in the bottom of this video about the declining population, and I believe it was Korea and Japan, but in this particular video, we're going to focus on Japan. About the declining population in Japan, and how they were looking for foreigners to come to the country to help repopulate. Or not repopulate, excuse me, but to help get up the population numbers of, the people, all right? They were giving jobs, and they were talking about giving out certain visas. How true that was, I wasn't 100% on all of that, but they were talking about finding ways to get people to come in to kind of help boost their population numbers since they were on the decline, right? So we went through this whole thing, and, a lot of passport brethren were getting all excited and all this shit, and I had to be real with them, and I had to say, hey, let's stop now, slow roll. Just because we're going over there don't mean we all go hit, right? It's just the truth, right? Let's be realistic about it. But I came across this video with none other than one of my favorite UFC legend fighters of all time, Mr. Quentin Rampage Jackson. He said he also does have two black and Japanese children that I'm aware of. He used to fight in Pride. Pride was a I don't think it was kickboxing. I think it was an MMA organization back in the day, and he used to fight for them. So he used to live full time in Japan, and now he's talking about going back over there, helping the population out and all that shit. And it does bring about a level of excitement for a lot of guys to be able to travel over there and be like, hey man, I finally get this woman that I've been thinking about. But I've often, ladies and gentlemen, come across certain things in my mind. And this may be the only thing that I'm thinking about. Maybe nobody else is thinking about it. Maybe nobody else cares about it. But I kind of see things from like two different lenses. Okay? Nobody has ever asked if any of these women want to be mothers. Now, hear me out before I go all in, right? Innately or inherently, whatever the term is that I'm looking for in this moment, because I don't know. Ladies, women in general want to be mothers, but there is that chosen few that really ain't trying to be moms. But I want you to think about the mentality, and I want you to think about where we're actually talking about, right? For those of us that are from the Western world, the United States, Europe, UK, wherever, a lot of women have what is known as a liberated mindset, right? They free thinkers, they do what they want to. There's birth control pills and all of that stuff, and my body, my choice type shit, right? But in places like Japan, maybe I don't know the full details. That's why I bring it to the audience. Maybe you guys know a little bit more than me. I'm just spitting out some truth that I've kind of seen behind the scenes that have kind of led me to believe in a certain train of thought when it comes to certain women and having kids, right? It kind of feels like most of the young ladies in most countries, maybe Asia, you could either say some parts of Africa, and even in like the Arab countries and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily feel like most of these young ladies have a choice in the matter of whether they have kids or not. Like, look, we here to procreate, goddammit, we gonna make some kids, right? Unless you physically cannot have babies. Physically, your body said, chances are somebody gonna get you right. You feel me? But we never asked about these young ladies in Japan whether they want to have kids or not, right? Maybe there's a reason why they're rejecting a lot of the local guys. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why the declining population is what it is. Maybe it specifically has to do with the fact that maybe these young ladies just ain't trying to have kids. Again, not all of them, but there's always a chosen few that are like, yeah, I can forgo all that, right? Because we all know that in most parts of the world, there are some young ladies that just are saying, hey, you know what? Being a cool auntie is a whole lot better than, being a mom to some people, And so that's just what I've been thinking. I don't care. I would definitely volunteer as tribute if I wasn't in a situation of my own. I would definitely be on that first plane, checking it out, Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you guys shouldn't take advantage of this opportunity if everything that they're saying is true about it, right? And even if not, man, why don't you just slide over there and see what's going on, right? If you about that life, passport life, or you feel like you want to see a different part of the world, it wouldn't hurt you to just go over there and see what's going on. Just my 2 cents, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll be glad to hear you out, man. It's been a good night, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Dog is out. Peace.